back to my channel. It's me, Vin Daddy. So right here, I have a 2020 Triumph Street Triple R, and I will be installing frame sliders, rear spools, front fork axle sliders, and rear axle sliders. They're all by Evotech, and I'll put the description below, link down the description below. I also ordered this snakeskin tank grips, but I won't be installing this today because it's too cold. I'm gonna save it for the summer. So the main thing right now, the first one I gotta do is install this rear spool so I can put the bike on its stand. So you wanna add a little bit of a blue thread locker to prevent the bolt from backing off due to vibrations. You will need is a Allen key HW6. It's nice and snug. So now what you want to do is add a little dab right there. That's more than enough. Thread lock. And then it will be going right here. So put it in like so. So you want to snug this down, but you don't want to over tighten it or snap it off. So it's tight enough for me. I want to do the same thing on this side too. A little dab of the blue thread locker and screw it in. Okay, that's tight. Alright, so now I can put the bike on its stand. So guys, I'm gonna install the rear axle slider now. So there's like a little rubber grommet here, a plastic cap. So you just want to remove that, and I just have this little plier here and get the edge out. There you go. So it looks like that. And same thing on the other side. This side. So this one has this one on this side, and you just pull it out. It's like a little rubber grommet. So now the hole is exposed. Here's the rear slider. As you guys can see, the nut, it's already got this nylon insert on it, so which is good. This will prevent the nut from backing off due to vibration. So what you want to do is determine which sides they go. Just stick it in all the way through, and I believe this side is for that side, so sit like that. And this side, so here same thing, put it in. And there's a washer there, so don't lose that. Make sure it's in there. So you will need a 13mm nut. I mean a socket to tighten the nut. So like I said, this already comes with a nylon insert, so you don't need another washer on it. Okay, so I found this easier, guys. So you want to hold the other side with same thing, a 13mm socket, and just a little 3/8 breaker bar. And this side I have a ratchet. Okay, so I feel it kind of snug now, and I don't have to over tighten this again because, like I said, it's got a nylon insert in there, so I think that should be tight. Now same thing with the other side. Hold this side down and tighten the other side. Alright guys, so now we're doing the front fork slider, and same thing. It's already got a nut with a nylon insert and a washer here. So it's pretty easy to figure out which side goes where. So this side, you guys can see that this right here will fit right there snugly, and then this side just got the fatter end which will fit over here. So right here, as you guys can see, it'll fit in there. So slide it in like so. There you go. Alright. Front fork slider is in. Now guys, the hardest part of this install are the frame sliders. So there's two sizes here, guys. There's one longer one and a shorter one. So the longer one goes in this side, the left side. The shorter goes on the right. And for this, you're gonna need two different tools. One is a star bit, Torx, and one is an Allen key. So right here, you will need HW8 for the frame slider, and you will need a T50 for this one. T50. So guys, this is supporting the engine, but I'm only removing one bolt at a time, and there's 3 other bolts, so the engine shouldn't move in theory. But if you're worried about that, then you can grab a jack and put a block of wood and just hold it in place here. But I've seen a lot of videos where they don't really need that, because like I said, there's 2 other bolts on the other side that's holding it, and I'm only taking it one bolt at a time and installing the frame slider. So this is the tricky one because there's a bolt in the back, and right now I'm able to turn it, but right now I'm just holding it with my hand in the back there. Till it starts spinning, and I need to figure out a tool for that. So right there, guys, I was able to grab it with a 14mm. If you had a flex head, it would be better, but as you guys can see, I just make do with what I have right now. But yeah, so that's the knot on the back. It's a 14. Yeah, it's a 14. Alright, and so another way to tell if you're gonna need a, let's say, a jack. So if this engine was, gonna go down, you would have a little bit of a trouble removing this easily, because there would be a little bit weight on it. But there isn't. So like I said, That's because there's 3 more bolts that are tight right now. So now you want to take this out, and we will be putting this. So in theory that should be about the same length, and yeah. So hold on to this, don't throw it away in case you ever need to go back to original without the frame slider. But the nut is, yeah, right here. So that's the original nut, guys. So again, longer side on the left. So you just want to go put it through like so. So it'll be like that. Get the nut and put it in the back. Alright, so it's kind of you know, not much space there, so you gotta have to just feel it out and try and get the bolt in there, or the nut into the bolt. And I got it started. Okay, I need that trusty old wrench again. A 14 mil flex head would be so perfect with this right now, guys. So last part here, guys. I snugged it down, but now I want to torque it down. So this specs supposed to be 48 Newton meters, which is equivalent to almost 36 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna set my torque to 36. So there you go, just set to 36 foot-pounds. Tighten that up. Alright. Hold this down again. There you go. Hear that, guys? So let's torque down. Now to the right side. Okay. That one loose. It's not spinning, so try to sneak this 14 again. You get the idea, so I'll show you guys once the other one's on. Okay guys, so I finally managed to break it loose. Here's the clip, guys. Alright. So yeah guys, it's kind of a pain in the butt if you don't have the Flex 14. So I suggest if you're gonna do this, use a Flex 14 so that you'll have a better angle to hold it in place, but it's not impossible with this one either. It's just a little bit of a pain in the butt. So yeah, that concludes the install of the frame slider, front fork slider, rear spool, and the rear slider. This from Evotech, guys. So again, I'm gonna put the link on the description below. So yeah, once again, thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Please continue to like, share, subscribe.
Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you're updated on my new videos.
Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.
Yeah.